We are back in the kitchen, not prepared at all for this, with Chef Bill Fuller of the Big Burrito Restaurant Group. This morning, he's working up something for anyone looking to avoid all that fried food for this Lent.
Yeah, Chef, I know you've actually picked a fish that's easy to work with. And you know what? I did not leave you out. I brought you something. A little Irish whiskey for you.
And this is low-cal, heart-healthy Irish whiskey?
It is.
Exactly.
All right, cheers.
Yeah.
All right.
Is it good? I can't. You know the face I make.
I know, that's why I kind of wanted to get it on camera.
Okay, fine.
Yeah,
all right, here. You ready?
Are you
This
gonna
is for
try
all
it?
of your enjoyment. Yes.
Okay. This is the red one that I thought had a little bit of cinnamon kind of flavor in it.
Oh my God.
Okay. Well, that's for you later, but we should get cooking.
I want to cut of that. All right.
Ugh.
So, it's funny we're doing this healthy, because I was saying off air, recently, I went to a new doctor. I had this doctor for years, Dr. Offerman, lovely guy.
Yeah.
And he retired, so I went to a new doctor. And as I was saying to you, my old doctor was like, how you doing? Fine, see you next time.
Yeah.
The new guy.
You loved that.
It was great.
Yeah.
New guy gives me a whole physical.
Yeah.
And at the end, we sit down like chair to chair. He's like, you need to lose weight, you need to exercise more, you need to sleep more, you need to drink less, you need to eat less salt, you need to go for this test, this test, this test. And I'm like, ugh. So I have, as a role, I've actually been trying to eat healthier.
And you only drank a little bit. So
You see
there
that
you
little
go.
sip?
Yes,
Yeah.
I did. It was just
And
a
it's
sample.
heart healthy.
Yeah, right, exactly.
Heart healthy whiskey.
So we're making some salmon this morning.
We're making some salmon, because I know you love fish. Fish
I'm
is
so
for you.
excited about this.
Excited.
Yeah.
And it's like I made a nice mixed grain salad. And I have two grains in here. One is called quinoa, and one is called farro. Thank you. And farro is a wheat grain. And sorry, I left some in the box. And you can't eat it like this.
Okay.
But it's basically just grains of wheat.
Yeah.
And you cook it by boiling it.
Very cool.
It's very easy.
Quinoa, I always mess up. I always overcook it. I never get it right. Yeah.
So quinoa, it's 1 part quinoa to 2 parts water. Put some salt in the water. Bring the water up to a boil. Put the quinoa in. Turn it down to simmer 15 minutes. Turn it off. Let it sit.
You're a chef.
But you know what I really like about grains? Is like how they feel on your fingers.
Good. I hope you're cooking with that.
You know what? Here's the thing. Kitchen people wash their hands so much. Like, we are the front line against coronavirus, because you can guarantee my hands have been washed. So anyhow, hang on, let me get the salmon out of the oven.
Okay. I don't know what to do with this
There
farro
is
now.
fish here. There is actual
sorry.
food.
I got so distracted.
Okay. So we have
All
our salmon. Beautiful.
So,
Oh my gosh.
so I have fresh radish, fresh little Persian cucumbers, a lot of lemon juice, a little broccoli. All right.
that looks good.
It looks good. It looks like I don't have to go back to the doctor.
I love how you plate too. You plate like a chef on TV.
Well,
I mean, you are a chef on TV.
I used to cook for a living.
Technically is, yeah.
Yeah. So I am a chef, and I am on TV.
Now you just
true,
run
yeah.
things.
Heather, do you have a particular piece that looks better to you?
I'll take the smallest one. Thank you.
Here we go. This is nice.
Okay.
And we just seared it in the pan. And one of the nice things about salmon, people are kind of afraid of cooking fish because it sticks.
Yeah.
Salmon sticks the least out of all the fishes.
Okay, good to know.
Yeah.
So you did this in the skillet, but then when did you put it in the oven? Like you just browned it in the skillet? Or?
So if I was cooking at home, I would have everything ready, brown it in the skillet,
And then just put it on
and
top.
put it on the plate. But I put it on this little rack, put it in the oven, so I could have it just right for
I
Heather.
see. Okay. Look how pretty those plates
All right, so I want to talk about asparagus real quick, and then we'll finish the plates.
Is this the time for asparagus?
This is the time for asparagus. So this is asparagus. So when you get asparagus, you might notice in the grocery store it's usually standing up, and it should be in water. But if you want to keep it for a while, when you bring it home, just trim off a little bit of the end and put it in water like it's flowers, and it will stay fresh for so much longer. And actually, if it's a little bit sad, if you put it in water in your fridge overnight, it'll actually kind of get
like droopy sad.
right.
Yeah.
And
Very
then
cool.
here's another fact. So part of the asparagus is tender, and then at the bottom it gets woody.
Yeah.
So people usually just take the bunch and cut off the bottom end.
Yeah.
But you don't know really where the woody starts. But the asparagus
Oh wait, I know this tip.
will tell you. So if you very lightly hold the asparagus in your non-dominant hand and hold the tip in your dominant hand, because everybody's not right-handed,
Okay.
and just let it go, it pops.
There you go.
Wait, what
Perfect.
did you do? You wiggled it, or
you
you
just like
just?
snap it.
Snap it.
Oh.
So you see, those two popped at very different locations because
Can I try one? I want to try.
Yeah.
So you hold
Yeah.
it. You hold this end in your
barely
dominant hand.
Dominant hand, and just kind of give your
Just
and
snap it. There you go. Perfect asparagus every time.
Yeah. And then this,
Oh
you just
my
throw it
gosh.
away. You don't eat that.
Chef
Yeah.
Bill.
It's
That's
beautiful.
my asparagus. That's my
So
asparagus.
what'd you do with the asparagus? Because
All
I
right.
don't see any on the plate. So
All
what'd you
right.
do?
So what I did is I took a peeler, and I just shaved the asparagus down,
Uncooked?
uncooked, and put a little olive oil and red wine vinegar on it.
I have never seen this.
And we're going to put a little bit on top because it's pretty.
Wow.
This is really easy to do, this dish.
Well, and it looks like it would impress anybody.
It will impress anybody.
Even me, who does not like asparagus or salmon.
And then finally, since it's springtime, just a little bit of dill. And you need to do that in front of your diners.
Oh, yeah,
Look,
you
we're
do.
so fancy.
Yes.
We garnish here.
And then a little bit of mint. Just take the mint and tear it on there.
The garni makes it.
This looks.
It's all
I am going to take a bite, though. I am
I'm
going to try
take a
it.
bite too.
All right,
I'm
so
on a mission to be better.
To be better.
Okay.
So this is
Look at these
Beautiful.
beautiful
This is the little
plates,
salmon.
though.
Okay.
all right.
Okay.
I have to read this before we get in trouble.
And
Okay.
go ahead.
Before we get yelled
Okay,
at.
Bill, you are going to post these recipes online.
They're
so
here.
They're available.
They're in a computer here right
They
now.
are in-house. You can head to PittsburghTodayLive.com to find those recipes and our thanks to Bill Fuller, executive chef for the Big Burrito Group restaurant group, for stopping by and
This
providing us.
is fantastic. Yeah, you need to take a bite.
Very good.
Very good. All right.